Check, check. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. Check. 1, 2. All right, looks like we're working. I don't know what the issue was yesterday. It just did not want me to go live. I don't go live that often. I'm wondering, it's like, oh, this person's just like going to say some crazy stuff or something. I don't know. But anyway, so we're back at it. We're on pick 60 right now. The Broncos just put a pick in. Mike Green was just taken at 59, who was projected to be a first rounder, the edge rusher. So we're sitting at pick 62. Broncos are at 60 right now. The pick is in. We will see. Does it say RJ Harvey running back? Oh, they got a running back. Okay, I think Caleb Johnson is still on the board, and I know that some mocks out there were hoping that Caleb Johnson would fall to us. So I get these cranks in my neck out, but okay, the Commanders, yeah. Okay, the Commanders are at 61. The pick is in for them as well. So RJ Harvey went at 60 to the Broncos, which makes sense. I think the Broncos were also. I think there was talk of them taking Genty, wasn't there? I can't remember. Oh man, okay. So Trey Amos, they picked a cornerback out of Ole Miss, the Commanders. Okay, we're moving right along here. They're not announcing all these anymore. So the Bears should be on the clock right now. I like this. It's picking up the speed, which is good, which is how it should be, right? The first round is what matters. But I like that it's kind of going by pretty quickly now, even though they're not necessarily announcing it. Like they'll be going through like the highlights for the previous person, and then the next pick will come in. So they just need to be on top of it a little bit more. I wish they should be better about showing the trades too. I had to kind of dig to find the trade that the Bears did. So Caleb Johnson at 62, I don't mind that. Again, just all offensive players, which is fine. Or again, like if we're going to wait till 109, if we think that Bashal Tutin will be there, I don't think he's going to make it to 109, if I'm going to be honest, guys. But he was so I'm pretty sure that, what was his name? Golden. What was his name? Mike Gold, whatever, the Packers wide receiver that was drafted. His last name's Golden. I can't remember his first name. I think it's Mike. I think it is Mike or Matt Golden, something like that. Okay, so the Bears pick is in. Anyway, Golden was like the second fastest person in the combine. And the guy that I want us to draft is the fastest, I'm pretty sure, in the combine this year. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to hope that he falls to 109, but we will see. Bears pick is in, and it's commercial again. It's kind of crazy. I mean, I'm sure there's other commercials that I'm just not paying attention as much, but like every time the Bears are going to pick, there's another commercial. Offense, Bears offense in 2024, it was 14.7 points per game, which is like the fewest in the NFL. And the offensive line in 2024 allowed 68 sacks allowed, which is the most in the NFL. So interesting. Although I'm not going to blame the offensive line for all those sacks. Caleb did hold the ball a little bit long a couple times. So Xavier Watts is another guy that I won't mind us taking. He's a safety out of Notre Dame. I don't think he's going to make it to 109. So maybe we trade back again. I don't know if you can get two picks between now and 109, though. But we like Xavier Watts. Take him now. Caleb Johnson, the running back. Take him. What else? Yeah, I'm just like Ozzy Trapillo and Luther. I gotta write these down somewhere. Ozzy Trapillo and Luther Burden the third. Luther Burden the third. Yeah, I hope these guys will pay out, man, or wind up being good. These are. I'm curious to know. Am I losing my voice already? I'm curious to know, like their rankings of these players, because I did not like. Again, I wasn't looking at wide receivers or tackles really. very much, and it's just kind of like whoever fell to me. But I did not really know anything about these two guys. So the Bengals did draft one of my guys, Demetrius Knight Jr. Yeah, now it's full commercial. I can't even see what the Bears pick is. They do this every single time. They know. I mean, it's probably because it's I don't know how that it's ABC local, but whatever. They know how to make more money and get people to stay for another set of commercials because we're just going to turn it off after this. But anyway, yeah. So we took Ozzie Trapillo, and I think I mentioned the Lions took Tate Ratledge, the guard out of Georgia, right after, and he's a guy that was on. He was mocked to the Bears a couple times. So we got the Bears pick is in. I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it on the TV, but maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't need to wait for that. So we are watching and waiting. Looks like this is coming back now.
Once we complete this idea of telling you where all the rookies are going to play, got to tell you who's playing who and when. May 14th, the NFL schedule release show. Our group takes you through every team's schedule, break down the biggest matchup. 2-hour special, also revealed on that program Monday night.
All right, Bears pick is still in. They didn't announce it yet. I wonder if they're going to come out there just to get the booze, because they haven't been going on the stage to announce things. So maybe they're still going to do that for the Bears and the Packers, just for yep. Yeah, Shadir Sanders not going to get drafted in the second round. That's crazy.
At this point, Reese, I don't even have anywhere close to a guess of where he is going to end up.
I don't remember the Steelers picking in the second round.
I love the zone instinct there for a team that plays a heavy zone scheme. You saw Darius Alexander, part of this very deep and talented defensive tackle class.
You know, I think those guys that you just showed right there, they're all good
players. All right, they're coming to announce it now. They didn't have anyone come out and announce the last couple picks, so they're just doing it for the Bears and the Packers.
Y'all must be born this bad weather. Y'all gotta live in here around, because I know y'all not born the best team in the division. But on a serious note, with the 62nd pick,
all right.
the 2025 NFL Draft,
Caleb Johnson.
The Chicago Bears select Shamar Turner, defensive tackle from Texas A&M.
Oh, Shamar Turner. Okay.
Second guy named Shamar, drafted from Texas A&M so far, Shamar Turner. I'm joining his teammate Shamar Stewart as a draft pick. He also was teammates in high school with Byron Murphy, former Texas star.
Yeah, interesting. Shamar Turner. Shamar Stewart was the guy I was thinking of, who has like who's crazy athletic but didn't have a lot of production. Shamar Turner is the defensive tackle.
This is another guy we were talking about, TJ Sanders earlier on, Coach. A little bit undersized, 6'3", 290 and change here.
A little undersized.
Can penetrate the single gap scheme. The Bears now have Dennis Allen as their defensive coordinator. He wants to find guys that can rush from all angles. So the Bears have now addressed offense with their first 3 picks and finally get in there for some.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
For a guy who I thought 2023 was really solid. Yeah, I think
2023 was really solid.
One gap penetrator. The one thing this guy's got to do is learn how to control his emotions.
Learn how to control his emotions.
Thanks. Got the Chiefs on the clock.
To announce the Kansas City Chiefs selection, please welcome.
Look, we need more depth on the offensive line and the defensive line. Now we touched that, so I'm really hoping Bashal Tutin falls now to 109. So Kansas City's picking right now. I'm going to mute this real quick. So yeah, I mean, some players that I've just not really paid attention to. I mean, we're only at pick 63. I guess I didn't trade back that far, but Omar Norman Lott. Yeah, that's one I think mocked to the Bears. So a defensive tackle went to Kansas City right after ours. I'm curious.
Times transferred to the Volunteers from Arizona State. He only started 5 times, and in fact, he only averaged about 17 snaps per game this
okay.
6'3", 307 pounds is Omar Norman Lott, nearly 34-inch arms. I might have given a little bit generous on the wager. Kind of an interesting build here, kind of wide, low in the hips, Coach, but he is going to make his money as a pass rusher as well. Started his career in Arizona.
It's funny because they're talking like he's higher. He's a little bit smaller than the guy we got, though. Won't get penetrators.
Inside mover. I mean, there must be.
All right, interesting. Yeah,
He describes himself as an aggressive.
they're very similar. Kansas City kind of just got a similar guy, maybe a little bit smaller than ours. But yeah, I'm not. Look, like we're doing what we need to do. So Shamar Turner, yeah, from Texas A&M. Okay, yeah, like I said, I don't hate the pick. These are needs. I'm just, I'm also like, this is the problem with only doing one mock draft because like I just do the one and I'm very committed to those guys. Obviously, like Kenneth Grant, and it didn't fall to the second round. He was picked at like 13, and I picked him at like, yeah, whatever, 41, I think. And then yeah, and then what's his name? Now I'm not forgetting all these names that because they're not coming to us. Nick Amamwari was the other guy that I wanted, the safety. So we got a defensive tackle, we got an offensive tackle. So we shored up those. Like I like to bring in those guys, and like to get them this early on is a good thing too. Still don't have a running back, but maybe we don't. You know, we want like everyone was like. What's it called? Pounding the table for Ashton Genty. And so, like, you know, not taking a running back for this long into the draft is kind of disappointing to a sense, but like not because, again, it's like running, like the running back value maybe is just you can get good value later on anywhere. So I'm not mad about it. I like the one thing I would say is like instead of taking the wide receiver, take the running back there, take you know, any of the running backs that were left. But I think that. Let me just double check my volume real quick. Yep, we're good. Yeah, so that's the one thing I would have said. But like, I'm not going to complain if you want your speed guy, your slot guy who is super fast. I don't know his 40 time. You know, I would have liked to seen that. But yeah, I think that overall, so far, like they're doing what they need to do. And like I said in my mock draft video, if you guys haven't seen that, go ahead and check that out. But our team is pretty much set, and we're kind of just getting depth at this point. Like we take a tight end in the first round, and he's technically our tight end too, or he can be our tight end too. He could be our tight end one by the end of the year. So I like Holston Loveland. You know, I do think that the wide receiver we took is a little bit early, but I'm going to look into him a little bit more. I'd like to see what his stats were. Luther Burden. So he ran 4.41, which is pretty good. Yeah. I think that Golden, the one that went to Green Bay, I think they said that he ran, what was it, a 4.39 or 4.29? I can't remember. 4.41 is not slow. That's a fast dude. So, you know, you want him to be 4.4, under 4.4. Yeah, I mean, now it's just kind of a wait and see. Like, it's good for like Ben Johnson to get some guys. Good for Dennis Allen to get a defensive tackle. I did think we need to get another young guy in there. Is Zach Pickens going to make this team now? I don't know. We have Grady Jarrett, we have Trevon Dexter making it, Andrew Billings making it, and then is this guy going to be our fourth guy now? And then plus Deo Odingbo. I mean, I'm imagining they're going to keep 4 defensive tackles and 4 defensive edges. I'm going to count Deo Odingbo as an edge for now, but yeah, I don't know. Like so I'm on the NFL. Interesting. They put the highlight of that. I'm getting selected. That's kind of fun. The prospect grade for. I just paused this. I don't know why. Technology is just not agreeing with me, guys. Sorry. The prospect grade for Luther Burden was 6.43. Will become a good starter within 2 years. So to take him at 39 overall, man. Again, we don't know. So, okay, let's see. Production scores is 78. Wide receiver rank for that is second overall. So that's pretty good. Athleticism score was 79 for wide receivers. That was 17th for the combine. And then total score was 85. And that was second overall. So that's pretty okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. There's a lot of different stats and a lot of different numbers here. So I don't like the prospect grade of 6.43. Okay, so 6.43 out of 8, I guess, is the total scale, 6.43. So we'll eventually be a starter kind of thing. Yeah. Again, I just think it's a little bit high. And, with DJ Moore and Rome Odunze, and then you have other guys behind them that could potentially learn. This is kind of like, I feel like we got to win now, man. Like we have right now, we have the offensive line we need. We have this we just brought this left tackle in as well. And I think that the Giants are picking now. So we're officially in the beginning of the third round. Yeah, I mean, it's just a wait and see, but like, it's really just, this is all Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson has control of a lot of this. Again, we just got that defensive tackle too. We need to pay attention to the defensive side. We need to get some young players, young talent in there. Hopefully this defensive tackle makes the team first off, and secondly can rotate in. You would like to see your second round picks have value like that. So technically we had 3 second round picks. So that's pretty good with that trade. We traded back, but Xavier Watt's still on the board too. I don't see us potentially trading up, but I don't think we're going to trade up. And we're at 65 right now. We're picking at 109. So I don't see us trading up, before 90 at this point, unless we want to do like a future swap like we did last year. We traded a 5th for a 4th or something like that. Maybe we could do a 4th or a 3rd. Be second for a 3rd, I guess. I don't know that you want to do that. So, anyway, interesting draft. Definitely not complaining. I'm just curious. Again, it's one of those things where like these weren't necessarily expected picks, and these picks weren't the most obvious ones, we'll say, but hopefully they pan out. That's really what matters, is when you make picks that no one assumes you're gonna make, or people, if everyone's saying that you're overdrafting, you need to prove them wrong, right? Like these players need to pan out. So the Colson Lovin thing too. So again, I'm a fan of him. I like it. It does scare me that he's coming off of an injury too. That's one thing I really don't like necessarily, especially when you have the option between the Tyler Warren and the Colson Lovin. Colson's a better fit for you. He said he's healthy, and he said he's feeling great, like 100%. So he's ready to go, which is great. But I'm just saying, we want these picks to be healthy. We want these picks to all work out. And especially when you're picking that number 10 overall, you definitely want him to be a day one contributor. So yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream here. I might come back for 109. We'll see. I might just kind of hang out. So we'll see. And then I'll go live a little bit later. I do plan, once all the draft is done, I'm going to do a full recap of that. And then I'll also talk about all the other off-season moves that we've made. So do stick around for that, and I appreciate you all, and I will catch you later. Bear down, guys.